Hey everybody, it's Josie. Welcome back to Cedar Creek Homestead. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It's beautiful here, a little bit chilly, so Rowdy and I decided that we would sit in the house for our conversation with y'all. Little Howie is out with his with the family, working. Well, he's not working; he's riding around, but separating cows, and so here Rowdy and I are holding down the fort. We were out away from the farm today for a little while. November the 8th is Howie's first birthday, and his birthday party is going to be this coming Saturday. And so we were out and picking up a few things for his little birthday party, and we popped in a few places. And one of the places we went to, of course, was Walmart to get some more supplies we needed for his party, and then some just miscellaneous things. And I noticed that I didn't see very many signs at all that Halloween had even happened. They've got that all ushered out of there and cleaned up. All that I really saw of Halloween was on the aisle where they have their candy. Part of the aisle was Halloween candy that was marked down, and people was really getting that. And then the Christmas candy was started right there, and they were really getting the shelves all stocked up and prepared for the Christmas holiday. There's turkeys getting ready for everybody cooking, and I saw cranberries and all of the gingerbread house kits, all kinds of stuff that they're getting ready for these holidays. I did see a few things that were a little bit short of what they normally have. They didn't have a whole lot of peanut butter, and they had butter, but boy, the butter prices have really jumped up. They didn't have a lot of butter, though. They did have some, and I got some. And then our family likes turkey and ham for Thanksgiving, and so I walked right past the turkeys, but I did check the price of ham. And Howie always liked spiral ham. He liked turkey, like leftover turkey sandwiches, like for a day or two after Thanksgiving, but he wasn't a fan of turkey. He was a ham eater, and so our family always have both. But I've heard a lot of people talk about and share their concerns about if they're going to be able to afford getting together and having their Thanksgiving dinners this year. And, it's always amazed me in times past. My mama, and I've shared with you guys this before, that she loved Halloween, and she decorated and went all out. But November 1st or 2nd, right after Halloween was over, she was taking down all those horrible, ugly Halloween decorations, packing them away, and out came Christmas. Kind of just bypass Thanksgiving, really, and I think a lot of people do that. And definitely I saw it at the stores that there was very few things that represented Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving was one of Howie's favorite times of the year, and the last year that he was with us, he was just adamant that we were going to have Thanksgiving. Of course, you know how the country was back in 2020. There were lots and lots of things that were shut down. But he was just adamant that he wanted the family here for Thanksgiving, and he was going to have Thanksgiving. And we did. And we had a beautiful weather. We had our family here. And then, after Thanksgiving, then, he got sick. But when I look back on it, I'm so thankful that we did the Thanksgiving holiday, because he was so joyful. And in the pictures, you can see how happy he was, and that he was laughing, and he had this amazing giggle. And after dinner, everybody sat around and talked for several hours, telling stories and cutting up. And I've even got a few pictures of Howie sitting right here in this chair, leaned back, taking a little nap, a little cat nap. So I'm thankful that we got together for the holiday. I hate to hear that people are thinking about canceling their Thanksgiving plans, because of not being able to afford the turkey or the ham and all of the trimmings. And with all my heart, I still want to encourage people to go ahead and have their Thanksgiving holiday, if at all possible. Go ahead and gather with your family members or your friends. You know, some people live a long ways from their family, but they can get together with their friends or their church families. And I would encourage you to still do that. Still get together. And, you know, down through the years, there have been many, many Thanksgivings when the country was in war, when the country was going through the Depression, that all of the trimmings couldn't happen. And everybody's feet weren't under the table, but people still decided to get together. The main thing, being together and being thankful for what they had and who was there with them, and praying for those that weren't there. I know a lot of people worry about, well, what will we be able to fix if we can't afford a turkey, or we can't find a turkey, or we can't get a ham? You know, I would fix some family favorites. And maybe you can't have turkey, but maybe Great Aunt Judy has got this fantastic casserole that everybody just loves. Make that. I have made turkey and dressing before. You know, I know every family has their own recipes for dressing. Some people call it stuffing. My family calls it dressing. And everybody has their own recipe, and we don't stuff ours in the bird. We make ours in a big roasting pan usually. And everybody has their own recipe of what they put in it. Some people put boiled eggs, and some people put all kinds of other things. And my family we don't have that. But everybody has their own way of doing things. And there's been times where I've used rabbit in my chicken and dressing pan, as that's usually what we use for the meat for our dressing was chicken. And then that was a side for the turkey. And I've used canned rabbit before, and nobody knew it. And in fact, the first time I did it, I told Hallie, I said, "Don't you tell anybody that it's got rabbit in it." And you know, people ate that dressing, and they didn't have any idea that the rabbit was in there. Maybe you need to make it potluck. Now, that's what our family does. Is everybody we all get together, call each other on the phone, whatever we have to do. And we say, you bring this, you bring this, you bring this. And then it's not too heavy a burden on any one person. We all bring, and we have our Thanksgiving dinner, and we enjoy it. And we have a variety of things. Another thing that my family does is my granny had the most fantastic dressing recipe. And every year at Thanksgiving time, my dad and my Aunt Bonnie have a contest. There's not really any big prize other than just bragging rights. They both make dressing. They make dressing because we have a big family, and all that much dressing is needed. It's in big roasting pans, and but then they kind of get this little competition going on who made the best dressing, and then they've carried it on who makes the best apple pie, and there's all kinds of things that we can do to make it a fun and festive day, even if we can't afford to have all of the traditional items. We can still enjoy the day, still celebrate being together, and celebrating the day for what it's supposed to be, remembering to count our blessings and to be thankful and grateful for what we have. Now, I've heard people say, what have we got to be thankful for? The gas prices are high, the diesel prices are high. They're talking about running out of diesel, or diesel being short, supply chain issues. We're not able to get this, we're not able to get that, we can't afford it. The cattle prices have dropped. Wars are going on in other countries, and things are getting scary. It's going to cost more to heat our house this winter, and just on and on and on and on people can go. And yes, there are many things that affect us, that hurts us in our pocketbook, that hurts us in our budgets, and is making us have to tighten our belts tighter and tighter and tighter. It seems like every month. Those things are true. But if we take the time to begin counting our blessings, And some would say, we don't have any blessings. Well, if you wake up every morning and you take a breath, that you're blessed. You have another day to live. But I bet you if you took a little bit of time and you sat down and you thought about this year, the year is almost gone, and you thought about all of the things that have transpired this year. And I have people that point their finger at me and say, how in the world can you talk about being blessed and you can talk about being thankful and grateful after all of the things that you've talked about that have happened to you for the last few years? You know, with Howie passing on and sicknesses and you know, both my grandbabies were born prematurely and had little problems, and this one that I'm holding in my arms right now is a blessing, and I'm thankful for him. You know, he was born early, but being born early, he was just born a little bit early, and that wasn't his challenge. His challenge was he was born with an unknown infection that went through his entire body. He was on 12 or 14 medications over on the little tiny body, being pumped into his body, and it was very scary. We didn't think he was going to live. Had trouble with his liver. He got a clean bill of health last Thursday from the gastroenterologist. They say he's good to go, and he's growing and developing his own character, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I have my children here. I'm thankful that I have a good home, a good church to go to. I'm thankful for my friends, those of you that have written letters to me and sent little things to me through the mail. You never know how much you have helped me the last few years. I needed you, and you've walked the path with me. Some of you are pretty consistent to reach out to me and just check and see how I'm doing and remind me that you've been where I'm at and you've walked the path. And I appreciate that so very much. I'm thankful for that. No doubt people will say, hey, we're looking out and we are trying to look down the road and we see things gloomy, gloomy, gloomy. And I'll admit that things look kind of scary and things look kind of iffy. But I think that if we choose to count our blessings and we choose to be thankful for what we have and not try to, get what everybody else has got, because we're on our own path and we need to be thankful for what we have, we'll be much better off. Now, I was thinking about that store that we went to today and how quickly they changed from one great big commercial holiday to another great big commercial holiday. And don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. I absolutely love Christmas. I love to decorate for Christmas and do all of the things that is fun at Christmas time, and spending time with your family and baking cookies and making homemade candy and all that kind of stuff. I love it all. But I also don't want to forget to take the opportunity to be thankful for what we've got and thankful for where the Lord has brought us. So today, November the 1st, I want to challenge you to make this a month of finding something to be thankful for on a daily basis. Starting today, you still have a little bit of time. Be thankful for something. And then tomorrow, spend the day thinking and looking around and see what comes to your mind about what you're thankful for. I guarantee you, if you'll do that, you start concentrating on, what am I thankful for today? What am I grateful for today? You'll be surprised at little bitty things that seem so insignificant, so unimportant. You'll realize that you are thankful for that. I have a rock. I need to get it out sometime and show it to you. I have this little rock that when you look at it and you haven't touched it, you see it laying over in another part of the room. It looks like a potato. When Blade was a little bitty boy, he brought that to me, and he was so excited. He said, "Mama, Mama, Mama, I found you a tater." And like I said, it's a rock. But he looked at it, and he thought it was a potato, and he brought it running, wanting me to have it. When I see that rock, it makes me think about him, how grateful and how blessed and how thankful I am that I've got to be his mama, and that I got to watch him grow up and to learn to do new things, and the joy on his little face when he came running to me to give me that potato. It was a gift to me, and he was so happy to share it. And that rock reminds me to be thankful. Spend time this month looking over your life, looking around your home and around. I guarantee you'll come up with something if you've got your mind on being thankful. Something will pop up there, and you'll, whether it's a rock that looks like a potato in the eyes of a little boy, or it's something great. I think that you'll enjoy putting some of that negative stuff aside and working on being thankful. Until next time, guys, this is Josie with the sleeping baby. I love you. I really do. Keep looking well to the ways of your household. Be thankful. Be grateful. Until next time, guys, we're going.